the physical majority of our citizenry, is only represented by 18% of the people who experience that life. Now, we could say, well, why does it matter? What is the difference? And I'll tell you why it matters. It matters enormously because even good, well-meaning people make policy out of their life experience. What that means is no matter how empathic I feel towards people who haven't lived my life, no matter how empathically I feel, I will have a difficult time extrapolating somebody else's needs. Women legislators all across the globe prioritize 3 things more than their male counterparts when it comes to spending money, which is much of the business of government. The first is education, the second is health, and the third is the environment. And think about the slides that Soon Young showed us and why it's so important. Women focus on sustainable issues which better their communities. And secondly, when we think about what is the cost, whether or not when you leave the room today, you share what you learned with people who are interested in women's rights, or you go back and sit in a boardroom where there's no discussion of women's rights, women's equality raises GDP, saves money, and ensures better outcomes for every nation in the world. Here in the United States, I'm going to give you one quick example. When the Affordable Care Act was first drafted, what of the needs of women was included in that bill? Does anybody know? Contraception wasn't in the first draft, but very important. And what was left out of the first several drafts? Women over 40. Where do you go every year? Mammogram. Mammograms and pap smears were not included, and it took women from both sides of the aisle to make sure that that would take place and that that would have coverage. Now I'm going to talk to you about some of the research at our center. When women run for elected office, and most women don't have that as their pure avocation, over the course of their life, at some point, they will see an opportunity where their expertise, the need of their community, and their capacity, skills, and bravery can coalesce and they run. What we know is when high-level women are visible, and this translates down through the different stages of political life at the local, regional, and national levels, women feel differently about themselves. Girls perform better in school. Families give their children more food. And the bias about women leaders goes away with the second woman leader that a community experiences. Each of you, in addition to considering running so you can achieve your